Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy George coming back with another bullish video. And if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. And if you're returning, you're an OG. And all I gotta say is, I'm gonna be talking about ICP today. What I believe is the most undervalued crypto in the market. And today we're currently at a price of $5.27. And we're right under the 3 billion market cap. So we not looking too bad, but guess what, y'all? We not close to that 40th spot no more. We hopped up to 37. And all I gotta say is, right now, what you should be worried about is getting in position if you haven't already. And other than that, you should just be chilling and adding more to your stack and just relaxing. But we're gonna start on X today. And actually, before we do that, let's look at something real quick. We got the fair and greed at 55. So we pretty even down the middle right now. And the altcoin season is at 43. And just know, soon we're going to start doing some technical analysis because we're going to have to get down to the nitty gritty. But we got some stuff from Dom ICP. And it says, it's 2030 and 35,000 Web3 developers became 100 million plus people creating sovereign apps for everything. But they're not writing code. They're having natural language conversations with AI that leverages Web4 blockchains that can play the role of cloud. Think ICP plus caffeine. Bro said Web 4. Hey, just know y'all, if y'all didn't see that post yet, go check that out. Y'all just know I'm in Definity for the long haul. But right now, your boy going crazy on the sandbox. I'm going crazy, and I'm actually gonna go to the sandbox VR this weekend. And I see if they got Squid Games, cause I'm a big Squid Games guy. But let's go on to the next post from Ray Dalio. And it says, the US dollar used to be backed by gold. And it's not far-fetched to think we may be headed there again in the future. History shows us that the same cycle repeats time and time again. One such cycle is related to currency devaluation. Once people start to lose trust in the fiat system, we see a specific cause and effect reaction occur. 1. Governments print a lot of money. 2. They pay off the debt with the cheap money. 3. Nobody wants to hold the devalued currency. 4. Governments go back and link money to gold. Will this same pattern happen again? It's hard to say, and it wouldn't happen anytime soon, but it is conceivable. And hey, it's good to be diversified in every different sector. But let's hear what Ray Dalio got to say.
It used to be the case that the
I'm going to speed this up to y'all. Let's see, 1.5. Boom.
U.S. dollar was backed by gold. And the U.S. government said, if you don't like these pieces of paper, we'll give you gold. And ultimately, we ended that. We're never going to go back to that, presumably, right?
Probably, presumably, that's right. But not if you watch these these cycles, that because you have the devaluation, then people don't have confidence in the fiat system over a period of time.
He's not lying. We do have a devaluation in the U.S. dollar, if you didn't know.
And through history, they've at that point, the way it works is you print all this money, then you pay the debt with the cheap money, but nobody wants to hold it, so then they go back and link it again. It is conceivable that you can see a relinking of gold to money, but that's way in the future.
Right. It used to be the case that the U.S. dollar...
And do you ever question, if y'all gave us food and water, why does gold even matter, bro? Is it just a status symbol? Are we on Earth fighting over things that we don't need to be fighting over, and people are starving for no reason? That's a question you got to ask yourself sometimes. But hey, you know me, I'm going to stay capitalist because I'm in a capitalistic society. So now we got something from Watcher Guru, and it says, just in, SEC declares crypto liquid staking activities are not considered securities. And this is something from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Statement on certain liquid staking activities. Divisions of corruption. Of corporation finance. My bad, y'all. It says division's view on liquid staking activities. All right, let me get that zoomed in. It is the division's new view that liquid staking activities, as defined below in connections with protocol staking, do not involve the offer and sale of securities within the meaning of Section 2A1 of the Securities Act of 1933, the Securities Act of Section 3A10 of the Security Exchange of the 1934, the Exchange Act. Accordingly, it is the division's view that participants in liquid staking activities do not need to register with the commission transactions under the Security Act or fall within one of those security exemptions from registration in connection with these liquid staking activities. It also is the division's view that the offer and the sale of staking receipt tokens in the manner and under the circumstances described in the statement do not involve the offer and the sale of securities within the meaning of Section 2A1 of the Securities section of 3A10 of the Exchange Act, unless the deposited covered crypto assets are part of or subject to an investment contract. Accordingly, liquid staking providers involved in the process of mining, issuing, and redeeming staking receipt tokens, as described in this statement, as well as the person involved in the secondary market, offers and sales of staking receipt tokens, do not need to register those transactions with the commissions under the Security Act or fall within the Security Act's exemption from registration, unless the deposited covered crypto assets are part of the subject to an investment contract. And this is what I'm saying, y'all. Life is a game. And if you want to play the game, you got to understand finance. And look, crypto is becoming bigger and bigger every day. Blockchain technology is becoming more useful to people. And at the end of the day, this was created to revolt against the government and big corporations. So just keep that in mind. And this is why I mess with ICP, y'all, because I know that ICP, it brings a lot of real world value. So now I got something from Robert Kiyosaki. This is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And it says, Bitcoin curse. Will the Bitcoin a August curse crash Bitcoin's price to below 90K? I hope so. And this is what I was saying. I feel like Bitcoin could crash down in August, but we got to see, y'all. Because right now, a lot of people are trying to buy into Bitcoin. So we got to see how the buying pressure is looking. It says, I enjoyed an exciting educational summer attending the Collective and Limitless Financial Education event, learning about what lies ahead with the speakers such as Larry Lepard, Jim Richards, and other stock, bond, real estate, gold, silver, and Bitcoin geniuses. Rickards, Brent Johnson, and many other real teachers who practice what they teach. Unlike fake school teachers who have no idea what they teach, if the Bitcoin August curse hits and Bitcoins crash, I stand by to 2x my position today. So you heard him, the Bitcoin curse. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if you kind of understand charts, you can see that August is around that time. But the problem is not Bitcoin. The real problem is our multi-trillion-dollar debt and incompetent PhDs running the swamp, the Fed, and our Treasury. The Bitcoin August curse will make most Bitcoin investors richer. Take care. And this is what I'm saying. I'm getting my position in on Sandbox, and I'm going to add some ICP too, y'all, because, hey, I got to get in position. I got to have a minimum of 20,000 Sandbox by the end of August. Right now, I got 6,000. I added a little bit more, but I'm trying to wait for that perfect sniper entry, y'all. But let's go on to the next post. From Anthony Pompliano, Bitcoin is the opportunity of our generation. And he's not lying. And I think ICP is the next opportunity. What other crypto and blockchain is doing what ICP is doing? I'm waiting. Actually, nobody. So now we got something from Sahil Bloom. Major cheat code for life. Tolerance for boredom. Success isn't flashy. It's built through long periods of extremely disciplined, boring routines. If you need constant novelty, you won't make it very far. To shine in the light, you have to embrace the boring work in the dark. Ooh, yeah, that one hit me, y'all, because trust me, I got a routine, y'all, and I stick to it every single day. You got to stick to your routine, y'all. That's the only way we're going to grow, y'all. So let's get on to the next post. Okay. And it's from my guy, AM Speed, and it says, what comes out alive? When you lock up AM Speed and caffeineai in a room for the weekend, PayTrail, a loan payment tracker with an advanced calculator that outputs a downloadable structured schedule of your entire loan term payment and many more. Peek the AI insight with suggestions on ways to pay off your loan faster. Built with caffeine, only possible on the internet computer. Let's go. And we're going to check this out too. Let's see. And I'm going to speed it up too, y'all. Let me speed this up first. Boom, speeding it up. Don't mind me, y'all.
I just came to.
Yeah, bro, the music, I got it. Yeah. All right.
My senses, I stay in another dimension. Fear running. I just came to myself. I think in another dimension. Fear is non-existent. Suit up, went through the city. Annihilate, wide awake, be very afraid. I'm in my own world, getting space. I'm in my own universe, getting space.
I'm focused, I'm going to go to father. Music, no road. So just I'm I can't get it, so I can back. Like in, that's all. I went to the top, I had to learn. I had to hard, keeping my eyes on the park. I didn't keep the dark. Wait up for my voice, I don't feel hurt. Living my life, somebody got to find for me.
I just came to myself.
Cause you know me, I like getting fly. So you upload all your clothing on there, and then it picks outfits for you. But it also gives you stores in your area that sell certain type of clothing and all that good stuff. You know, it's more to it. But hey, I can't give y'all all the sauce, but you know, y'all got some sauce right there. I ain't mad. And now we got something from my guy, 0FUX. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it. 04/8/2025. ICP is not just a better blockchain. ICP is the evolution of the internet. And don't forget that. I love how he said that. ICP is the evolution of the internet. You ever watch Pokemon? The internet needs to evolve from an app to a DApp, you guys. So let's hear what AM Speed said. And I'm going to speed it up to, not AM Speed. Let's hear what 0FUX said. And I'm going to speed this up. Boom. Here we go.
Crypto is a nasty space. It is.
I had to took the volume out from that last video. Here we go.
If you have found this video, consider yourself lucky because crypto is a nasty space. It is.
Hey, is that a hyena in the background or is that like a green screen? Because I'm tripping.
Filled with fancy websites, buzzwords, and empty promises, all shoved in your face with massive marketing budgets. When in reality, blockchain hasn't really brought anything innovative to the table since the launch of Ethereum back in 2015. Yet buried underneath all this noise, there is one project that set out to change everything. They have been building their own protocol for the past 9 years. A project so disruptive, so far ahead of its time, so tech.
9 years, you guys. 100 years worth of work. 4 years into a 20-year plan. Let's go.
Technically advanced that the crypto media has done everything in its power to silence and suppress it. Why? Because once you find out about this project, there's simply no reason to look into anything else. And that's where I find myself today, all in one single crypto. My friends, I present to you the Internet Computer Protocol.
Everything else sucks so bad compared to Internet Computer. I don't even want to talk about or pay attention to any.
That's a cool edit right there. I like that. So let's see what this video talking about.
This project is clearly the biggest innovation of any project in the.
See that guy right there? Damn. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I just drew a blank. I forgot his name. But we'll get back to that.
It is the blockchain singularity.
It is of a different order of magnitude.
Today, the entire internet runs on massive data centers controlled by just a handful of monopolistic corporations. They store all of our data and host all of our websites. All of this runs on a protocol that was invented over 40 years ago. It was designed to connect computers and not for what we use the internet for today.
And now the market. Oh, we went to zero.
The result is an IT stack that is layered with patches and middleware.
Hackers drained about $1.5 billion from the company on Friday.
And that's where ICP comes in. ICP is a decentralized cloud alternative, one owned and controlled by its users. A brand new internet protocol that is seamless to build on, unhackable, unstoppable, and tamper-proof by design. A next-generation internet tech stack designed for
A next generation internet tech stack, you guys. Do not sleep on this, y'all. I get it. You guys are probably focused on short-term price action, and that's all right. But remember, long-term gains is where most of the biggest billionaires were made. There's not many people who are trading cryptocurrency or trading stocks or anything that are on that Forbes list. All the people on those Forbes lists that are investors are long-term investors. We're talking about the Warren Buffetts. You know what I mean? So just remember that we found our apple.
the future. ICP's goal is simple. Replace the broken ICP is a decentralized cloud alternative to the internet. ICP and for the future. ICP's goal is simple: replace the broken infrastructure and put the power back into the hands of regular people.
ICP is a ground
My computer was geeking just now. It just went quiet.
blockchain project aimed at revolutionizing the internet.
ICP is clearly more than just a cryptocurrency, but as a cryptocurrency, its transactions are faster than the second best. They're also cheaper than the second cheapest, and it does this while being the most efficient, the greenest blockchain in the entire space. ICP gets a lot of critique.
Bro, I think bro said he was in Australia. This looks dope, bro. I really mess with the setting that where you're at, bro. I definitely want to come visit one day. But we do have the most decentralized blockchain with the fastest speed, you guys. And I get it right now. People aren't looking into it. Like Robert Kiyosaki himself said that he was at a meeting with other people that are experts on all the different sectors, including cryptocurrency. But I doubt any of them are talking about ICP. And it's okay because we're the early stage investors, you guys.
Being centralized, but look who's first on this list. But metrics are boring, so let's talk tech, because every crypto claims their apps run on-chain. But here's the reality: ICP is the only blockchain to run websites and applications entirely on-chain. The only blockchain to network. Other blockchains are simply not designed to do so. ICP is a Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana scaling solution. A layer 2 for 3 networks simultaneously, with more to come in the future. ICP smart contract.
That's that interoperability, allowing all the blockchains to interact. ICP isn't trying to compete with other blockchains and be a copy. ICP is taking blockchain to a new level.
Are unlike anything else. They can host entire blockchain every second than all other blockchains combined.
That was legitness. Yeah.
And this is only the start, because ICP is infinitely scalable. ICP has the highest staking rewards in all of crypto. The only blockchain to support HTTPS outcalls. You can access the blockchain through a web browser. No more fucking wallets, no more vulnerabilities. ICP has reverse gas fees where users... This is
the most advanced technology in crypto. Do not sleep on it. Me and my guy Zero FUX, we going crazy. We got our ICP.
crucial for mass adoption. ICP also invented passkeys, a way to log in that is safer and easier than a Google sign-in. ICP has the most advanced governance system in all of crypto, where anyone can propose changes, users vote whether they want it applied, and the codes get injected right into the protocol. The network literally runs itself. Just imagine if governments start using this. True democracy!
A real constitution and real elections in Padilla.
Are you still not convinced? Let's look at the team.
The key to success is developers, 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 developers.
The largest research and development team in all of crypto.
Developers.
And look at that. That's the team right there. Over 300 or over 250 members. And on top of that, people on the team have worked for Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and every big company in tech you could think of. They have someone from there. And they also came from other blockchains. That's why Charles Hoskinson, he's not very fond of Dom.
Developers, developers, developers.
Time and time again, ICP dominates in terms of developer activity. Yes. Metrics on ICP constantly go up, and while other projects delete their roadmaps because they can't deliver, ICP has a highly detailed 20-year forward-looking roadmap.
The biggest in ambition of any project in the space.
And so everyone's last attack vector is ICP's price action, which, yes, does look pretty sad on first sight. But here's what they don't tell you. ICP was launched at the top of a parabolic bull run, which is very unfortunate. But even worse, it was manipulated by the fraudulent FTX exchange before its launch.
There was an orchestrated plan.
And it's okay, y'all. That's why right now we need to take advantage, because if ICP by the end of the year does end up going on a run and it does end up getting that spotlight, because it can happen just in a snap of a finger, you guys. That's just how quickly someone can find out about it, or just anything can happen. Trust me. So just know ICP can start seeing some price action and some upwards momentum. You start seeing that upwards momentum. Hey, don't say you didn't have a chance for months to get in under $5 and under $10, because I'm going to be real with y'all. Once ICP passed $10, I'm not buying no more, bro. I done sat here for months, you feel me, buying ICP for a reason. So I just suggest y'all do it too, you know.
To crush.
Actually, I don't suggest y'all do that, because this is not financial advice, but just take advantage of the market.
ICP.
FTX inflated the price of ICP, then heavily shorted it after launch.
So now with everything you've learned, the choice is yours. Is ICP's price action a weakness, or is it a generational opportunity to get into the best tech in all of crypto?
3, 2,
I rest my
1.
case.
Generational opportunity, broski. Generational opportunity. So now we got something from Party Hats. Let's go. It says ICP will be bigger than Solana. Hey, That doesn't sound too bad for me, because if ICP gets bigger than Solana, that means my bag is going to be bigger than all the Solana holders' bags. Now, I'm just kidding. But, you know, it's going to be good for all of us ICP holders because we know what we're in. So now we got something from Eric Canister. My bad, I don't know. I need to read this first. It says, "This is Erica, back to shake up the crypto world. 91 blocks per second, real on-chain compute. ICP isn't just a blockchain. It's a technological beast building the future of Web3 right now. In this video, I'll explain why ICP is years ahead of the market and what it means for us, the investors. At the end, there's an interactive twist that you decide. Are you ready? Hit play and then vote in the first comment. Your choice, my transformation to A." All I got to say is, for everybody in the 8-year game, y'all got some liquid ICP for if it goes crazy this year? And let's hear what Eric Canister got to say. And I'm actually thinking of joining the 8-year game legitly.
This party started. ICP is the most active blockchain out there, folks. With 91 blocks per second, it's like the belle of the ball, fast, efficient, and architecturally superior.
Speed her up.
And let me tell you, it's not just about speed. ICP is a game changer with its real on-chain compute, reverse gas model, infinite scalability, and web integration. So, what does this mean for investors? Well, ICP's performance and architecture are years ahead of the market, but price hasn't caught up yet.
You understand that all the people that be deving, they understand that ICP is years ahead of the market. And a few investors like me and like you, if you're watching this, understand. That's all that matters. Don't be impatient. It's a lot of bearish people online. And I wouldn't even call them bears. Like, you get me? It's just a lot of people trying to spread FOMO online. And at the end of the day, just let those people spread FOMO. If you believe in the fundamentals, that's all that matters. Let them keep spreading that FOMO.
It's like the quiet one in the room who's building something massive, while others are just talking noise. And when it finally takes off, you'll be riding the biggest real-world tech play in Web3 to the upside. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sell and rotate into whatever's trending this week, or hodl and ride the wave with ICP? The choice is yours. And one more thing, I need your vote. Check the first comment and tell me, how do you want me in the evening edition? Angry, sad, sexy. Cast your vote, and let's make it fun.
Cast my vote. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not a hater, man. Oh, vote's already over. I didn't vote sexy though, but you know, 60% of the people did. So now we got something from the Kobeezy letter, and it says, breaking. U.S. tariff revenue surged to a record $29.6 billion in July. This follows $26.6 billion in June, $22.2 billion in May, and $8.2 billion in March when new tariffs began. Over the last 3 months, customs and certain excise taxes have reached $78 billion, more than the entire fiscal year 2024. At this pace, annual tariff revenue could reach $308 billion, a $231 billion increase to 2024. For perspective, corporate income taxes collected last fiscal year were $366 billion. Tariff revenue is skyrocketing. You hear this? It says tariff revenue rose in July. Monthly government revenue from customs, duties, and certain excise taxes. So be aware of that, you guys. We got to be aware of all of this stuff as investors. And now we got something from Unusual Whales, and it says 62% of people with salaries over $300K a year struggle with credit card debt, per BHG Financial found. And all I can say is, y'all, I'm happy I have no credit card debt, and I'm happy that I'm in a position where I just listen to the market, because real stuff, y'all, the younger you find out about the market, or it doesn't even matter the age, the sooner you find out about the market and you lock in dollar cost averaging, learning about the charts, that's when you're going to change your life. Trust me, it changed my life for the better. So now I got something from Moses. Out of the current 8,300 daily burn on ICP, Bob alone is burning almost $4,000 daily. FunAI, which just launched a month ago, is already burning 2,000 plus daily. Now imagine having hundreds of thousands of apps at this level in a few years. We'll be burning millions of dollars worth of ICP cycles daily. You guys see, this is the cycle burn, everything right here. The burn rate, this is Bob right here. This is Fun AI. It was created a month ago and it's already performing. And look, see that? That's the ICP dashboard. And we're going to dive more into that soon too. So now we got something from Paul Atkins. Under my leadership, the SEC is committed to providing clear guidance on the application of the federal security laws to emerging technologies and financial activities. And this is a quote. It says, today's staff statement on liquid staking is a significant step forward in clarifying the staff's view about crypto asset activities that do not fall within the SEC's jurisdiction. I am pleased that the SEC's Project Crypto initiative is already producing results for the American people. So just know, Paul Atkins, he's trying to do his job. So let's see if that gets done. And let's see what happens in the market and overall with the economy. So now we got something from the Extravagant Village. And it says, ICP is the most complete beautiful on-chain software system in existence. When Definity started chasing the everything on-chain niche many years ago, 99.9% of the industry participants, investors, and project owners saw absolutely no reason for that to make sense to anyone but Definity. Well, welcome to 2025, and even the chairman of the United States of Americans, SEC, and his team seeing unquestionable value in on-chain softwares. And it says, the catch at this moment is that it took Definity, a team with over 1,000 research and development persons, to build a fully on-chain software over 7 years. This means that it will take anyone a minimum of 5 years to even come up with what an ICP look alike. While everyone else was busy chasing basic binary computational softwares, Definity was busy chasing a full stack on-chain environment on blockchain. Did they succeed? Well, you just have to use the internet computer protocols technology to find it. Yes, it has been a mind-blowing success. Today, ICP stands out as the only beautiful on-chain software in existence. Mind you, a global village exists on ICP, the only crypto cloud, simply because it's not possible elsewhere. No other blockchain can host AI 100% on-chain, let alone dream of having something like caffeineai. No other dApp offers the completeness of crypto social platform as OpenChat, built 100% on ICP. Yeah, the naysayers can still say that it is not about ICP, but they can't deny that this doesn't exclude ICP either. NFA, but ICP is still at $5.14 currently. Think about it. Stay wealthy. And let's read this little article right here. And it says, Unleashing U.S. Markets, Big Beautiful On-Chain Software Systems. Let me zoom in a little bit. It says, fourth, I have directed the commission staff to update antiquated agency rules and regulations to unleash the potential of on-chain software systems in our security markets. On-chain software comes in many shapes and sizes. Some of these systems are truly decentralized and are not operated by any intermediary. Other on-chain systems have an operator. Both types of on-chain software should have a place within our financial markets. It is essential that any crypto asset regulatory structure create a path for software developers to unleash on-chain software systems that do not require operation by any central intermediary. Decentralized finance software systems like automated market makers facilitate automated intermediated financial market activity. Federal securities laws have always assumed the involvement of intermediaries that require regulation. But this does not mean that we should interpose intermediaries for the sake of forcing intermediation, where the market can function without them. This is what I'm saying. Even the government sees a usage for decentralized and centralized softwares. Like, we need the usage of both, you guys. So don't think like just because it's Web3 that Web2 is not going to exist no more. And now we got something from Elon Musk. It says, Grok Imagine usage is growing like wildfire. 14 million images generated yesterday, now over 20 million today. And that's what I'm saying. Everything AI and all these LLMs, they're growing. And I can only imagine what caffeineai is going to do. So now we got something from the Kabezi letter. And it says, this is incredible. The top 10 S&P 500 companies have seen their net income grow 180% since 2019. At the same time, the remaining 493 firms' profit growth was just 45%, or 4 times less. The top 10 companies' earning growth began accelerating in 2023 and nearly doubled since then. The gap continues to widen this earnings season. From the 70% of S&P 500 companies that have reported Q2 results, 52% have posted declining profit margins. Meanwhile, Apple, Meta, Microsoft, and Google all beat earning expectations. Big tech is getting bigger. And look at that, big tech is getting bigger. And the only crypto that's built to compete with big tech and actually create its own web stack is the Internet Computer Protocol. And Definity created that. So now we got something from Elon, or from Praying for Exit, and it says, Elon, or how to think if you're feeling lost in life. And let's hear if Elon gonna give us some knowledge, man. Is he gonna drop a gem?
I'll stand, actually. But there are a lot of negative things in the world. There's a lot of terrible things that are happening all over the world, all the time. There are lots of problems that need to get solved. There's lots of things that are miserable and kind of get
This music better not get me copyrighted. Now, just kidding.
you down. But life cannot just be about solving one miserable problem after another. That can't be the only thing. There need to be things that inspire you, that make you glad to wake up in the morning and be part of humanity. Earth is the cradle of humanity, but you cannot stay in the cradle forever. It is time to go forth, become a star-faring civilization, be out there among the stars, expand the scope and scale of human consciousness. I find that incredibly exciting. That makes me glad to be alive. I hope you feel the same way.
Right, y'all? And y'all makes me happy to be alive, y'all. So let's go on to the next post, and this is from Investment Wisdom. Warren Buffett explains his Michael Jordan rule. And it says, Warren Buffett explains his Michael Jordan rule. Inactivity strikes us as intelligent behavior. Neither we nor most business managers would dream of feverishly trading highly profitable subsidiaries because a small move in the Federal Reserve discount rate was predicted, or because some Wall Street pundit had reversed his views on the market. Why then should we behave differently with our minority positions in wonderful businesses? The art of investing in public companies successfully is a little different from the art of successfully acquiring subsidiaries. In each case, you simply want to acquire at a sensible price. A business with excellent economics enable honest management. Thereafter, you need only monitor whether these qualities are being preserved. When carried out capably, an investment strategy of that type will often result in its practitioner owning a few securities that will come to represent a very large position of his portfolio. This investor would get a similar result if he followed a policy of purchasing an interest in, say, 20% of the future earning of a number of outstanding college basketball stars. A handful of these would go on to achieve NBA stardom, and the investor take from them would soon dominate his royalty stream. To suggest that this investor should sell off portions of his most successful investments simply because they have come to dominate his portfolio is akin to suggesting that the Bulls trade Michael Jordan because he is becoming so important to the team. And y'all heard that. I like the last part, like he said. It says, to suggest that the investor should sell off portions of his most successful investment simply because they have come to dominate his portfolio is akin to suggesting that the Bulls trade Michael Jordan because he has become so important to the team. And basically what they saying is that when you find something that's good, and if it's a large position of your portfolio and it keeps doing good, that doesn't mean you have to always sell it off. You know, you're going to have a reason to sell off or do whatever you do. But just remember, don't sleep on your investments, man. So now we got something from Well Guru, and it says, just in, it's official. Jerome Powell will be replaced in the next few weeks. Expect a huge pump. Ah, man. So, yeah, August going to be a little hard, y'all, but it's all good. So now we got something from Grimm replying to House of Chimera, and it says, the AI blockchain race is on. Only a few have the tech to dominate. Which one becomes the go-to layer for agentic apps? We got Nair, File, Render, Tau, Graph, and ICP. I'm going with ICP, you guys. And let's see what Grimm had to reply on that. It says, there is no race when it comes to AI and blockchain. ICP isn't trying to win a popularity contest. It's already operating on an entirely different level. While others compete to become the go-to layer, ICP is already the sovereign, verifiable execution layer for AI, with canisters that run inference directly on chain without relying on APIs or centralized bottlenecks. It's just a layer for agents. It's not just a layer for agents. It's an infrastructure where agents can live, evolve, and govern themselves. Right now, not in some speculative future. And that's true, you guys. ICP is already doing a lot of things that these other blockchains are promising or even saying that they're doing and they're not. So now we got numbers of millionaires by each place. And let's see. New York City got 3,084,500. And then the Bay Area, 342,400. Tokyo, Singapore, London, Los Angeles, okay. Seattle, Zurich's on the list. So as you can see, these are places with numbers of millionaires. And I believe it. I didn't know New York City has so many millionaires, man. I mean, hey, that is where the stock market is at. Or that's where Wall Street is at, my bad, y'all. And it says ICP or Ethereum. One's rebuilding the web, the other is building the foundation. If you had to back just one for the future of the internet, what's your pick? Yeah, I'm going with ICP, y'all. I'm going with ICP. So now we got something from Ishakan Zion, ETH. And it says, ICP, are we back, fam? And it says, your invite code for caffeineai has arrived. Bro, when am I gonna get my code, man? I've been waiting, man. I'm getting impatient. But it's all right. I'm patient. So now we got something from the Great African. Let's go. It says, by the end of the year, we will see a viral Bitcoin app on ICP. This will push CK Bitcoin on ICP into triple digits. At the same time, Doge DeFi will begin on ICP. Please, people, just put 100 in ICP. Hey, and that's not financial advice, but if you were to put 100 into ICP right now, and don't worry, I'm gonna go on my Coinbase real quick, see how much that gets you right now. And this is not financial advice, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you how much it'll get you. You're getting about a little bit under 19, so 18.94 ICP. And if that John go to 100, you're gonna be up 1,800. But let's say that John went up more. Feel me? Do the math. So now we got something from Income Sharks. Or did I skip over somebody? Okay, my bad. I skipped over Sunny ICP. My bad, man. And we got something from Sunny ICP. The Internet Computer Protocol is the most decentralized blockchain according to the Nakamoto coefficient. Also, ongoing development cannot be transparent with a roadmap page that lists all the completed, ongoing, and future updates. Dfinity also have global R&D update video posted on YouTube every single month. Let me know of another blockchain they let does that. I won't hold my breath. That's why dApps built 100% on chain is so different. Being on chain means they are not subjected to be controlled by centralized entities. Real Clown ICP, okay, is the best info AI dApp today. Clown uses AI to ensure maximum value, to ensure relevance for allocators, to leverage 800 plus performers to educate and gain exposure for projects that wants to be promoted. CongSwap is building the bridgeless future of crypto cross-chain swaps, prediction markets, and AI yield. No bridges, no wrappers, no limits. Join the Kong revolution. Average swap time, 2.5 seconds. Intelligent routing swap between any tokens. Stake Kong, 14% APY reward. 100% community owned. Bridgeless, multi-chain DeFi. ICP exchange have many features such as trading with 2-second average confirmation, fast mode, dual wallet support, custodial and non-custodial, cross-pair routing, and built-in flash loan support, atomic MEV proof execution, and archive logging. So y'all see that ICP is number one, and it's number one. Let's see what it says. According to the Nakamoto coefficient. So don't sleep on ICP. So now we got something from Income Sharks, and it says, excluding Bitcoin, it does look like the rest of the crypto market wants higher, but it's had a hard time breaking out so far. So yeah, I mean, it's August, historically, you know. So we got something from Elon Musk, and it says, only way to learn the world. And it says, Elon, Tesla Optimus robot has a world model for training. Optimus learn the task below directly from human videos. Y'all see that? AI on chain soon, coming soon. Let's see. You guys, I actually seen I'm not saying bro can just start tripping one day, but you never know. They need ICP so they can make sure this thing's brain is right, you feel me? Because I don't trust the centralized servers and big tech with all that. So now we got something from Bitcoin Indonesia. Big news. Indonesia exploring Bitcoin as a national reserve. We were invited to the vice president's office to present how Bitcoin could benefit the country. What we discussed could shape the future of Indonesia's economic strategy. That's cool, y'all. And look, people messing with Bitcoin, like I said, don't be a sheep. You do not want to be a sheep. You don't want to be a sheep. Simple as that. Like, look for other cryptos too besides Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is the safest option. So now we got something from the Kobeissi letter. Breaking. Switzerland's president is flying to the U.S. today as the country races to lower President Trump's 99 or 39% tariff. Hey, I feel that, man. Nobody's trying to get taxed 39%. But yeah, it's just our economy. I mean, we're in debt and all type of stuff. So I see why Trump's doing it. So now we got something from Investment Wisdom. And this is from Warren Buffett. Good investors are data-driven and enjoy the game. They are people doing what they love doing. It really is a game they love. And I'm telling y'all, I love this investment game. When it comes to investment, you got to be a last man standing type. I'm telling you. And I was the last man standing when it came to XRP. Because a lot of people that I knew A lot of people, like around the first bull run, a lot of people I knew took out around 98 cents. A lot of people never even invested, but me, I held. And like I said, it was painful watching it go to $1.96 and seeing all that money in my account and then watching it go back down. And like I said, I bought a little bit. I could have went crazier though, but that's the game. When everybody stops believing, you just keep adding money and keep pushing on with life and just never add more money than what you can afford. You feel me? You know, all the popular investors always say, traders, never put in a trade more than 2% of your portfolio. So just follow through with that. Just remember, don't overinvest. So now we got something from Anthony Pompliano. The government just banned soda, candy, and other junk foods from food stamp eligibility. No, bro. No, bro. I used to, man, come on, bro. Let me get freedom of food, bro. Freedom of food, bro. Let's see what people got to comment on that. All right, let's see what MTB says. It says, yes, for the health reason. That's true, because I'm not going to lie, y'all. I don't eat, all that junk food no more. Smart not to, but you get me? And it says no for freedom of choice. Like, come on, y'all. What? It's food still, y'all. So y'all got to stop creating it so then we can have healthier stuff and give people access to healthier stuff. I feel like that's a fair trade-off. So now we got something from Rapid Response, POTUS. Within the next week or so, we're going to be announcing tariffs on pharmaceuticals. We want pharmaceuticals made in our country. Trump not playing. He said America can do everything they sells. So everything you can do, I can do better.
Look, I did something with Switzerland the other day. I spoke to their prime minister. The woman was nice, but she didn't want to listen. And they paid essentially no tariffs. And I said, we have a...
He said the woman was nice, but she didn't want to listen. Trump don't be playing.
$41 billion deficit with you, madam. I didn't know her. I said, we have a $41 billion deficit, and you want to pay 1% tariffs. You wanted 1%. I said, you're not going to...
Trump do not be playing. He said, we had a $39 million with you, and you want to pay 9%? Or you want to pay 1%?
Pay 1%. We lose, because I view deficit as loss. You have some people that, by the way, I think
pharmaceuticals are a big issue with Switzerland. I think
well, I'll go into pharmaceuticals. Yeah. They make a fortune with pharmaceuticals, and they make our pharmaceuticals in China and Ireland and everything else. And within the next week or so, we're going to be announcing tariffs on specifically. This is a separate class than the 15% tariffs on sort of everything. These are excluded classes, I call them. I like to call them excluded, like steel, aluminum, etc.
Right,
well, we're going to be announcing on.
And all I gotta say is, y'all, like and subscribe, because we dive in deep, and I'm telling y'all, we about to make some money. If you invested into ICP, if you invested into the market and you making the right moves, you should be good. Right now, we got to stack up in August and September, y'all. We don't know what's going to happen. So we got to be prepared, and we got to look at history.
Semiconductors and chips, which is a separate category, because we want them made in the United States. And by the way, they're being made in the United States. We have the biggest in the world, as you know, from Taiwan is coming over and spending $300 billion in Arizona, building the biggest plant in the world for chips and semiconductors. But on pharmaceuticals, we'll be putting a initially small tariff on pharmaceuticals, but in 1 year, 1.5 years maximum, it's going to go to 150%, and then it's going to go to 250%, because we want pharmaceuticals made in our country.
So y'all heard that. Trump says we want pharmaceuticals made in our country. So now we got something from my guy Monkey DJ, and he's replying to ICP Hub Indonesia, and it says, builders, alert builders, something big is launching this August. Fetch AI is teaming up with ICP to launch Next Gen AI Hackathon, a global remote-friendly event designed to build the future of autonomous AI agents on fully decentralized rails. This is the first IR integration of Fetch AI U agent framework with ICP smart contract canisters. No cloud, no Web 2 dependencies, just pure on-chain AI logic. And y'all see that? Look, there's things happening, you guys, all over the world, you guys, because we are the world computer. Don't forget that. Now we got something from Jay Nolan, and this is the last post of the day, y'all. Let's go. And it says, ICP doesn't need to win over crypto. It has enough use cases to bring in a flood of outsiders. I'm telling y'all, when that caffeineai app blows up, it's going to go crazy. And it says, show the world you can build hack-resistant softwares, and even the ones who always believed crypto was a scam will come begging for the security. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. ICP is tamper-proof, interoperable. Come on, y'all. Sovereign. What else do y'all need, man? But all I gotta say is, if you're not invested into ICP, I don't know what you're doing. But thank you for watching, and y'all bless.